All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Timeout podcast with your boys, Oli and Vens. We took a little break for for the end of the year, and things just got crazy, man. Out of our hand.
Yeah,
Work for me has been insane for the end of the year. Beginning of the year, it's slowed down a little bit, but I still have a lot of things to do for clients. Um, I thank God for that because if you're busy, that means your life, right?
mhm.
And Ali has been pretty busy too, so but it's been so far it's been a good transition to the new year.
Yep. I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we stacked enough days and we made it to the end of the year. Thoughts and
Mm,
prayers to the families and to the people um, who didn't make it, and the people we even the people we lost at the beginning of the year. A family friend of mine lost somebody very dear to them,
so,
and the community lost somebody very dear to them, due to a horrific accident that happened at a convenience store that just didn't need to happen. But that's what happens when things get desperate. So we just hold your loved ones close. Don't take unnecessary risk. All that stuff. Um,
thoughts and
prayer.
prayers, man.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to our family, and we hope justice and good things come out of it.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Out of respect for the people, I'm not dropping names and stuff like that. So I'm
Yep.
just saying, our thoughts are just know our thoughts are with them, and not just with them, but with everybody who lost family members that day. But same thing. We're going to continue to stack days in 2026. I was talking with another one of my cousins, and he said 2025 was a year of endurance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we endured. We endured. So now let's get to the part where we prosper.
Exactly.
Let's build on 26 and lock in.
Yes.
All right.
We we Real Madrid fan
Oh yeah,
started
yeah.
the year on somewhat of good news, although it didn't really transition to good news today because we got eliminated in the round of 16 of the Copa del Rey by a team that is 17 in the second division of La Liga. But it was Arbeloa's first game on the bench as a coach. We'll see what happens this weekend. And we have to say a lot of players were not here, but that doesn't excuse it. I would say Lunen can do better as a goalkeeper. The last goal, I don't know what he was doing on this action, but um, Zabi Alonso's gone, people. He's gone. He's gone. Hallelujah. Amen. Gembonje. Beni soit l'éternel is out of here. We're smoking on that Zabi Alonso pack. Bye bye, Nicole. Pas tourner encore. Nous pas regret tout.
Wow, man. Wow, man. And he called it. And we're not going to sit here and act like he didn't want this to happen. No, he called it.
Oh, yeah.
He called it. He
Oh,
saw the
yeah.
writing. Vince saw the writing on the wall. But like,
Honestly, I thought it will be gone by the summer. I didn't think it was gonna leave in the winter.
it was a mutual decision.
Sure, yeah.
You know,
Okay. That's
report,
that's that,
report,
that's
report
usually how
said
that's usually how we call it.
no, but report said the behavior of the players, namely Mbappe, who didn't want to do the guard of honor for Barca, was urging his teammates not to participate, and just the overall behavior with the team throughout the season just piled and piled and piled. And he said, nope, I cannot manage these egos. And it was a mutual
Mhm.
decision for him to depart. Which leads me to
So,
what Christian Bale said about, when you manage a team like a Barca, like a Real Madrid, um,
mhm,
more, you have to be able to manage egos,
mhm,
because if you can't manage egos, then the players, you will lose the locker room, and
mhm.
especially with a team where they clearly they have not put the club over their individual selves this season.
That I don't agree with that statement.
Are you sure?
I don't, because putting the club over my individual self, does that mean accepting to play a lesser role to somebody that I know is not better than me?
Sometimes, yeah.
No, it's not. I'm not injured. I'm healthy. If I play consistently, I'm playing good football. Why am I getting benched? Like, okay, let's talk about the boss again. Props to you. You won
Thank
that
you.
game fair and square.
Yes, we did.
Rafinha was spectacular,
Phenomenal.
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 But we're not gonna sit here and say that Xabi Alonso was a coaching phenomenon in that game.
No, he didn't coach a good. Okay. He did not. He Xavi Alonso has not been a good coach for your team.
Thank you.
That is not the.
So why
That
are
is
we
not
even
the.
talking about egos now? Because egos don't make sense now because he is not a good coach. So why am I respecting him? Like I know this is the same thing that's gonna happen for the second half. I don't have high expectation with Arbeloa coming in because Arbeloa was managing Real Madrid B, and I don't think the players are gonna respect him more than they did Xabi Alonso.
And that's where the ego. That's what I mean
Yeah,
when I say the
no,
ego
but
thing.
listen. Okay, let me tell you this. I can follow a leader. Okay, why did they respect Zidane? Why did they respect Ancelotti, in your opinion?
Well, Zidane because he's Zidane. It's Zizou. I don't know how you don't respect. I don't know how you don't respect Zidane. And then with Ancelotti, there's also the coaching pedigree, I guess you could say. Like these are two people that have a certain pedigree that demands respect more so than a Xabi Alonso, in my opinion.
Xabi Alonso came to
He,
the team.
he played for the team, but let's face it, he wasn't.
But he wasn't that big of a player in the team anyways. He wasn't.
He wasn't, and his coaching pedigree, realistically, his coaching pedigree, although warrants respect, I don't think will warrant the same
What
level of
respect
respect.
how though? Because you were coaching. The only thing Xabi Alonso has done was win a Bundesliga without really losing a game. But all the major games, I'm talking about like when Leverkusen was playing against Bayern, when Leverkusen was playing against Dortmund, when Leverkusen was playing against any team that has a name or that has a history or that's powerful, it didn't win that game either. It was a tie game. It's not. We're not gonna pretend that that undefeated season um was like okay, Xabi Alonso whoop all the major teams' ass. It did not. That were just tie games. And if we follow Jose Mourinho's culture, I can win a game. I can win a tie game with Jose Mourinho's culture just by parking the bus. Does that make me a good coach?
No,
Okay. And when he
but that, but that,
finally,
but, that, but that's what I'm gonna say. Like it warrants a base level of like the minimum amount of respect. It warrants that level because he still
but
got the job
for
at the end of the day.
to get respected, you have to do things for people to respect you. How you gonna come
That's
to it? No, no, hold on. You're gonna come to a team and put a guy that went on the Ballon d'Or podium, that was second in Ballon d'Or voting. You took a kid that was playing wherever the fuck Master Antonio was playing, and then decided that that kid is gonna start and Rodrigo is gonna go on the bench and he's gonna share a minute with Vinny Jr. And you know where the hypocrisy lies? It's like Lebois Amare, when shit hit the fan, that's when you decide all of the sudden, oh yeah, Rodrigo can play on the left now. Really? So how's that all that warrants respect? As much okay, Mourinho. I like to tell people that Mourinho is the player that is the coach that ended Kaka's career. When Kaka came to Real Madrid, Mourinho got Mesut Ozil. At the time, nobody knew who Ozil was. Kaka had just won a Ballon d'Or not too long ago at AC Milan. But Mourinho saw something in Ozil and he studied Ozil consistently. Whether we were losing, whether we were winning, Ozil was there. It wasn't like when shit is the fan, it's like, okay, yeah, what do you go? No,
Back to how it
don't
was.
flip flop.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
flip flop. If
Mm-hmm.
you're a man, stand 10 toes down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A man is a man until you lose your balls. And the moment that he started reverting into certain things, that's when we were like, okay, this guy is like he only has hatred for the Brazilian player. It's not because he's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying, what respect did he warrant? Because everybody at Real Madrid is looking at him like you cannot even stand on a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Zidane, Ancelotti,
Mm-hmm.
if they decide they're not gonna play somebody, there's nothing that's gonna make them play that person.
Mm-hmm.
Xabi Alonso is not like that. It's like whenever a team were leading against him, that's when he want to put everybody on the field. But how they gonna win for you when they don't have consistent minutes? You came to a team hoping and praying that Mbappe is the sole savior of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever a team shuts down Mbappe, Real Madrid loses.
Mm-hmm.
How's that fair? How's that a good team? How's that a good coaching decision?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. So that's why I called. I said that he was gonna get fired, but I did not expect it to come this soon. So that's why I'm saying that mutual decision is pure bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that they were fed up with him and they just let him go. Let him go.
Yeah, because we all know who Fiorentino Perez is. If Fiorentino Perez wanted Alonso to stay, you don't think he was gonna stay?
Yeah.
Xabi Alonso doesn't have that big of a name as a coach yet. He hasn't
No,
made
no,
his
he doesn't.
name.
That's why I said he doesn't have his. There's a base level of respect that initially, not throughout the season, not initially, initially.
I'm gonna tell you something. Um, there's that Hispanic player that played for actually Barcelona. I think Barcelona was doing wonders in Italy right now. I think it's Fabregas, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see something. Uh, yeah, he is the head coach of a club called Como in Italy. They are doing wonders. But do you think because he's killing it with and what I'm saying is Como is actually playing great football. You know that when you're watching a game and there's pure excitement, like they passing the ball, they doing everything like the style that Guardiola invented at Barcelona, the tiki-taka, they playing like that. Do you think because they doing that with Como is ready to manage Barcelona?
No,
Exactly.
but that's off a style. Now, hear me out though. Hear me out when I say this though. I will never be surprised when they give somebody like that a chance, which is why I'm not. That's why I'm saying like at some point when a decision was made to make somebody a head coach, there's a base level of respect and a base level of respect for their ability and an expectation of what they can achieve with the little that they've shown. That's what I'm saying about Xabi Alonso, which is why I'm like, he lost the locker room and he lost
I'm
that
not
respect over time, and that's also due to a mismanagement of ego, because all the players did have ego in what you said too, in him flip flopping his decision. If you're able to manage egos, you don't flip flop your decisions. You stand firm on them. So it's that's why I'm like, yeah, the ego played a role in it, and I believe it's mutual because he realized I'm not able to manage these egos. I've lost the locker room. I cannot effectively continue to coach this team. Let me step down.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. When Ancelotti went to Brazil, I was one of the guys that was like, okay, let's see what this guy can do with Real Madrid. Because I really thought that he will come and play the same formation that he was playing at Bayern Leverkusen. And although I'm not a big fan of that formation, remember I said that on this podcast. I even talk about when I'm playing FIFA.
You
This
change
is
the formation.
yeah, exactly. I wasn't even, but I thought that if he came and played that 3-5-2 that he played over there with Rodrigo and Mbappe as center forward, that probably could have done better. He just had to put, because when I saw on the transfer market the moves that he was making, I really thought that's the way he was gonna do things. But when you come in, and we're not gonna sit here and pretend like Vinicius Junior played a bad Club World Cup. He
He
did
didn't play
not
a
play a
bad
bad
Club World Cup,
Club
but I
World
don't
Cup.
think he played up to standard a lot of the times. I would
Yeah,
you
but
because to me he wasn't as consistent because realistically they had been messing with his mental all year and his heart wasn't in it half the time. So I can't really he wasn't consistent because consistency wasn't being built mentally for him.
compared to how Vinicius started, if Vinicius played the Liga the way he played the Club World Cup, I will be happy right. I will be a happy camper right now. But the reason why he did not play a good Liga is because he wasn't consistently playing.
Mhm,
Remember, I explained to you guys that Vinicius is a guy that has to know that he has the trust of the coach for him to play well.
mhm.
And watch that Barcelona game. You see that goal, that solo goal that he made? That's a player that knows that Mbappe is not here. The team needs me. I'm gonna step up. Today he played a shitty game again. I don't know what happened, but
I mean, coach just got fired. You know,
no, today the team was. I'm not. I was watching the game. The team suck overall
yeah,
because
it's like
Arbeloa came. That's why I say I'm giving him until this weekend to see what's up.
yeah,
Because
it's a new it's
when the list of injured player came out, I was like, bro, who is that guy gonna play? So he played a lot of kid from Real Madrid B, and they made a lot of mistakes. I'm not gonna lie, they made a lot of mistakes. Lunen is not a Real Madrid B goalkeeper, is actually a solid goalkeeper that when Courtois came back from injury, that for a second people thought he was gonna leave because he was a major player for us in that Champions League that Real Madrid won with Vini Jr. because he was a great goalkeeper, but he said he was gonna stay. So we all Real Madrid fans were happy because we're like, okay, if Courtois get injured, we have a solid goalkeeper on the bench. But I don't know what was going on with Lunen today. I have to tell you too, the conditions were not great. There was a lot of fog. I was watching the game at sometimes and I considered changing the channel because I couldn't see anything until it cleared up a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. There might be a lot of things like morale and everything, eager to please, sometimes eager to do the right thing, makes you make mistake.
Mhm.
So probably that's what happened. So that's what I'm saying. Let's see what he does on Saturday or Sunday or this weekend. Let's see how the team plays. But um Vinicius was playing the game of his life in that final. Although in the second half, the level decreased a little bit, but he was still in the game. He was still
He
playing.
was engaged.
And the guy that wasn't playing anything for us in the midfield was Jude Bellingham. Bellingham
I
wasn't.
was
Bellingham,
waiting for you to get to look. I'm joining the Jude Bellingham is overrated train. I
I
don't
don't think
see.
he's overrated.
I
I don't
think
think he is. I
defensively,
think he is.
he's solid defensively. Defensively, I like him defensively. But as a person that I can trust to like, okay, set something up, you know, make the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the goal, showcase some vision and no, I'm sorry, no, he's
Okay,
no.
let me tell you.
I,
You
I
know Zabi Alonso has been playing Jude Bellingham out of position, right?
yes, I do, but it's
Remember when Benzema left and Ancelotti created that formation. Well, he didn't create it, but he put it for Real Madrid because we did not have. I mean, we did have a pure nine, but he wasn't a consistent starter. He will come at the end of games when things that was Man, that's the name I should not forget because that guy help us get far in the Champions League. I'm seeing his face, but I don't remember his name. So, but he was on the bench for us and will come at the end of games and sometimes score a header. But that 4-4-2 formation that had Jude Bellingham be the central midfielder and sometimes play as a false nine, that's where Jude likes to play. Because if you look at it, Jude was playing great under Ancelotti in that formation, but he will go to England and play like shit,
Mm-hmm. That's
right?
why for me. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Because he doesn't play that
Doesn't
position
play
in
that
England.
position with England.
In England, Cole Palmer plays that position.
Yes.
So then if he's out of position, because Jude is not a player that he can do one thing only. He cannot attack and defend like Valverde can do.
No.
He's either okay, I'm fully defensive,
He's either I'm gonna defend.
or I'm gonna attack. So that's why I'm saying I don't want people to keep saying that he is a bad player.
I'm
He's
not
just
saying
not
he's
a
bad.
full complete midfielder.
I'm
But
not saying
when it's
he's bad. I'm just saying let's pipe down on the Jude Bellingham like, oh my god, he's this, he's like let's I don't see it.
but I got to tell you this though, Ollie.
I just see him as somebody who could be serviceable in a lot of aspects, but just being serviceable makes him look worse. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making
See,
sense.
I know what you're saying. I understand. It makes sense. But if I'm a below, my formation right now is a 4-3-3 with two midfielder. Like I will start. Okay, before I say who I will start, can we all agree that Kamavinga is a is like the Pat Bev of soccer? Remember when I don't remember
He's just out there running. He just out there fooling y'all.
fooling. That's the
He's
word.
just
Because I
out
was gonna tell you. Remember, I don't remember who came out and said that. Yo, that
there.
nigga Pat Bev makes
Westbrook.
you Westwood.
Westbrook.
He
He
make
just
you
out
think like
there.
he knows how to play and he's playing. He's doing something.
He just out there.
Kamavinga today got my blood pressure so high. Is the Pat Bev of the soccer world.
He
He
just out there.
really makes you think. But the only good thing about him though is
He's engaged all the time though, for better or for
exactly,
worse. Like he
exactly,
can't like
exactly,
he might he gonna make you.
exactly. So if I'm if I'm Arbeloa, I start in the midfield. Well, obviously the defense is like crippled by injury right now. So you
You
just
gotta
play
give
with
that time.
yeah,
Okay.
you just
Because of the injuries, how much of a are when it comes to recovery for the injuries, are we talking like 3 to 4 weeks? Because that factors into the
I
grace
think
period.
people are coming back. Some are coming back soon, some are not. I've not really followed the injury trend. The only thing I can tell you, because of the injury, the defense is gonna be what it's gonna be. I cannot really predict, but in the midfield, I will start Valverde obviously and Chouameni. Although I think we can do better than Chouameni by finding a better defender, a better midfielder in the winter market. I don't see any move being made, but we'll see. On the left for the defense though, I like that kid Carreras. He's a he's a baller. He plays. And then central midfielder, I gotta go with Jude Bellingham. Put him in his position now where he can play. Because
Mhm.
Bellingham cannot play with Arda Güler. I don't know how many analysts, I don't know who gotta tell them, but Bellingham cannot play with Arda Güler. Whenever Arda Güler plays and Bellingham plays, Bellingham is completely lost. Arda Güler is completely lost. It's like one is waiting for the other to do what they're supposed to do. So on the right, we revert back to Mr. Rodrigo because although he's been dying on the bench, he kept his form. So Rodrigo, respect, because he's the one that's been scoring for us lately while Mbappe is out of shape. So Rodrigo, respect for that. He's kept his form He's been playing great whenever he got the chance. So I start Woody go on the right. Obviously, Mbappe got to go central, although he doesn't like playing it. But hey, we don't care. And then Vinny on the left. So I don't know. You called it, and you called that Alexander Arnold was not gonna be that impactful for us, and as he has not been. You actually called it. So I don't know if we go who we choose between him and Carvajal. They gave a chance to a kid from Real Madrid B today. He played solid. Obviously, that was his first time on the big stage. There was some mistake, but he played solid. Um, honestly, bro, I don't know. Either we go Carvajal or we go Alexander Arnold. We paid him all this money. We might as well use him. And then central, whatever, whoever we have available, we play until we can make better purchase. I think that
at this point, do you consistently give some of the Real Madrid B players more burn, more consistent chances
so
to
the only reason why I
kind of
don't say
fine
yes,
tune certain mistakes, specifically the ones who played well their first time on the big stage? You compare their
I
mistakes.
know I think he's gonna give them those chances because he knows them and he trusts them and they trust him.
Okay.
The only reason why I don't completely say yes 100% is because we're still in contention for La Liga and we're still in contention for the Champions League. So we can still fight. But when we play like a team that has not, the only thing is to take it frequently have Real. All of them. So we can give them chance and garbage minutes. Because look at you see the difference. Hendrick left and went to Lyon on loan.
Yeah,
First game.
I've been playing FIFA a lot, and I've been picking. I played seasons, and I've been picking Lyon because I was like,
You're still not coming to get that whooping, bro.
I've been training. I've been training. You know, I can't. I've been training. You know what I'm saying? It's a new game. It's a new everything. I've been training. But yeah,
You still gotta come get that whooping, bro.
first game, and man, it. I was happy for him only because he looked like he was dying on the bench, man.
If I show you
He looked
my
like
team, my Real Madrid manager mode.
it looked like he was miserable, bro.
Oh no, he's happy.
Now
My team in manager mode, I sold Rodrigo and I bought Estevao from Chelsea.
yeah.
That's my new Brazilian sensation, bro.
Yeah.
I love this kid.
Yeah, I can't really fault you for that.
I love this kid, bro. I love this kid. I'm still a Vinny fan, called 2-2, but I love this kid. Oh man, I believe this kid is gonna do big things. I believe that he's gonna do big things. But yeah, and that's the way I feel about Real Madrid right now. Barcelona, although they won that
You
game,
like them not giving us the guard of honor because that rubbed me the wrong way, man. Because it's like
honestly, I don't
especially
think
all the crap you've been talking about Mbappe, and I've been like, oh, Mbappe, he's a stand-up guy, he's a this, he's a that. I was like,
I tried to warn you guys that
you
Mbappe
did, you did.
wasn't
I was
enough.
disappointed. I'll tell you right now, I was disappointed.
Bro.
It's like
There's only
it's a
one
classic.
thing.
Like, show some respect. Show
Yeah,
some
but
respect.
Mbappe showed you all of you who he was when he said that South Americans don't know how to play soccer. The only soccer is played in Europe.
And he keeps losing. Like he keeps losing. Like I don't know. It was very 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 disappointing to say. I was more so disappointed in the other players who followed his lead. It was like, come on, like none of y'all, none of like.
The thing is, they were being a team.
I
I
know.
mean, it was stupid, but
No, it was dumb. It was dumb because
my only thing.
this is the guard of honor. If you wanted to be a team and win the game. How about that? Let's start there. Be a team and win the game.
And you know what's crazy is
Like, but when it's time to
Barcelona did not play a great game too.
No, we were like Rafinha. Thank God.
Rafinha saved y'all. And it's not only by scoring. Rafinha was Because
It's
if you look at both sides of the field, you see the aisle where Rafinha plays, that was properly defended. Like it's not like Rodrigo could do much. Because whenever before I forgot who was on the back for the aisle where Rafinha was playing, but what I will tell you is on the aisle where Vinicius was playing, where Lamine Yamal was, I'll tell you now because I'm gonna pull up the lineups. Um, so where Rafinha was, there was Balde, Pedri, and whenever Rodrigo got the ball, even Balde is not in form. I love Balde. I usually try to get Balde in Madrid when I'm playing FIFA.
Mhm.
But this season, I don't know what's going on with my boy. He's not playing up to par. I know Balde can be better. It's not to say that he sucks, but he's not playing at the level where I know Balde can play. So whenever Rodrigo gets the ball, Rafinha's already defending. So Rafinha does the first cover that helps Balde recover the ball. But where Lamine Yamal is playing, Lamine Yamal is just attacking.
Mhm.
As soon as he's done doing his attack and doing whatever he's doing,
He
Lamine is
roams.
just walking on the
He
field.
roams.
He, do-
Lamin roams. He doesn't
he
try.
doesn't defend.
No.
So that's how Vinny was able to score that goal because Kunde is not that good of a player in my opinion. A lot of guys love Kunde, but I don't think Kunde is that good. So that's how Vinny was able to score. So when you look at Barcelona as a whole, I don't know if you guys are tired this early in the season or if it's because after the Chelsea game, a lot of team got the formula on how to beat you guys. Because Alonso, whether you like him or not, he used that same Chelsea formula
Hmm.
to for that match. The only thing is we missed a lot of shots and Rafinha was phenomenal.
Rafinha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I think it's not fatigue. I know it's too early for fatigue, but I will say with certain guys, there's like a I'm not gonna say return from injury. I don't want to put it all on that, but there's still certain guys that are returning to form on our team.
but
And
another thing is you guys gotta give Ferran Torres more time and put Lewandowski on the bench.
I don't know. I can't say for certain that's gonna
I
happen.
know he scored a goal. I know he scored a goal for you
Yeah,
guys, but
I don't see that happen. Realistically,
the age for
I
the
don't,
time is catching up with him.
I don't. Father Time is catching up with him, and you'll see moments of brilliance, but I don't think it's enough to like warrant us making that decision. I don't see that happening. It'll have to take like a something. It'll have to take something drastic where we're scrambling and looking for change, or
If you,
we're looking to try certain things, and maybe he goes, but I don't see us doing that.
I'm not gonna
At
lie
least
to
not
you.
at this point.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you guys remove Lewandowski and put Ferran Torres in that game, and then late in the game you remove Yamal, you put Rashford, you kill Real Madrid. There's like
Hmm.
some substitution because when you look at the team in a whole, the like NC Flick has to make some harsh decisions that is not ready to make yet to make the team better. That's why I'm saying we're still in contention for La Liga because any team that follow that Chelsea formula can beat you guys. And it's not me trashing Barcelona, it's just the way it is.
There's a
But
there's a there's a little chink in the armor. Like we're not unbeatable.
yeah,
We're not
exactly.
like even the game. Like it was still a relatively close game. It wasn't a beatdown. Like
Yeah, it was 3-2
it was
and
3-2.
Vinicius missed a couple of shots. I think
Mhm.
Rodrigo Gonzalo. The another thing too, the team doesn't trust Gonzalo Garcia as much because you can see they were not playing for him. If they were playing like passing him the ball, like say like crossing the ball, you probably could have got cut. and a few of those. Rafinha missed a
He
wonderful
missed
chance
he
too.
missed wonderful chance too.
But
But
yeah,
all in all, I give that entire game to Rafinha's activity, just his
Rafinha was great on both end of the field. That's the only thing.
man.
But moving on from soccer, bro, how do you feel about all those coaches getting fired in the NFL? Which one surprised you the most?
I can't say any of them surprised me for real. Surprise isn't even the right.
Okay, some of them I was expecting, but sometimes you're expecting something and it doesn't happen, and that doesn't surprise you. But when
That
it happens, you still have that, oh, it actually happened moment.
not even because it's
I
like
had that for John Harbaugh.
really,
I had it for him.
really.
And Mike Tomlin actually, it did not come as a surprise that he okay. I will say the surprise is the one that quit. It wasn't fired
Why is that surprising though?
because I thought Mike. Okay, we were on this podcast and said Mike Tomlin had another 2 seasons. We
Yeah,
gave him,
yeah.
and he got fired. He quit in one because he was his first season with Rodgers. I thought they will give him another one. Although that game that they lost, it was disappointing to
It
me.
was very disappointing. He
This
got.
is
I don't
this
even.
season as a whole to me was disappointing. But
It's they have disappointing seasons almost every year, and they as long as they make it to the postseason, it was the same thing. It was media. I'm butchering the word, but they were. It's just accepting being mediocre. I can say the word on a different day, but I can't say the word right now. But it's accepting to stay.
mediocrity.
That's the word, but I can't. My mouth
Yeah,
won't allow me to say it right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the
Um,
story of Mike Tomlin and the Steelers for years. So it's like, how could I be surprised? How could anything? How could I be surprised at anything?
but I mean, I don't know, bro. It's
Did
just
you
to
see that
me
O line did you see that offensive line?
for which one the Steelers line.
Yes.
I told you. Didn't I come here and call it? Didn't I say that Rodgers went into the the conference that has the best pass rush in the NFL?
Bro.
Didn't I say that? But hey, I expected more, man.
What did you? I to me, I didn't expect more. I exactly what we got is. I'm not gonna say I expected him to lose, but I was not expecting a Cinderella run. I was not expecting a stellar season. I was not. It was just like, oh, it's the Steelers. Today's Wednesday. It wasn't really.
It's about to be Thursday in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
But listen,
If
I
anything,
mean,
I just want to say one very special shout out to my Carolina Panthers, man. I am so happy. I am so proud. I am so proud of my team,
I thought
man.
this guy was gonna shout out my Niners for what they accomplished this
Oh,
Sunday.
it's not about you right now. I just want to say last season I was in hiding last season. All right, all right.
And no, you're not.
Bryce Young was dealing with relationship problems. It was looking bad. It was looking bad. They were questioning everything about Bryce Young. And this season, he said he started listening to that Rod Wave. I don't bump Rod Wave. I ain't sad all the time, but he started listening to Rod Wave. He got in his bag. He got to work. We McMillan, a great rookie for our team. Oh my goodness, history with Bryce Young. They have that chemistry, that connection, and we saw it in the postseason and throughout the season. Then we have Bryce Young, man. Bryce Young, man.
Okay, now you're
Thank you
done.
for
Give me
bouncing
my
back
props.
and being the QB that we needed you to be, man. We can only build on next. We can only build. We can only improve because it was like
Ah,
they doubted us.
give
To the postseason, they
give
doubted us.
the Niners their props, sir.
Man, credit for what, man? Credit for what, man?
What?
I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Yes, I'm trolling.
Ah,
I'm trolling. Yeah, your team deserves credit too. You know, it was a it was a tumultuous season for you guys. You guys didn't know what.
oh, it was a tumultuous game, sir.
Yeah.
Judge Kittle went down in the beginning of the second half. I had no starting wide receivers. I was plagued by injury. My defense has no Nick Bosa, no Fred Warner. My
No.
defense is a bunch of rookies,
Hey.
and I
That's,
still beat the defending champion.
okay. Okay. Yes, y'all do deserve credit, right? Right. But I said this too in my I was actually rooting for your team,
Thank
but
you,
not
sir.
for yeah, but not
For
because
Christian
of your
McAfee,
not because of your team and not for Christian McAfee. No, I have nothing against it, but I was not rooting for Christian McAfee. And I wasn't rooting for your team to root for your team. I was rooting for your team because I felt that the Philadelphia Eagles needed a rude awakening.
well,
That's
we'll
that's why
say
I was rooting for your team because
we will.
even though they were the defending champs, they were not this season.
They are not good.
They were not playing like the defending champs this season. It yes, that
Well,
game was a struggle for you guys with all the adversity you had to overcome. Absolutely, but coming into
so
the game, I was like, I honestly, I don't see Philly winning, and I don't want Philly winning because of the way that they took the season, kind of the relaxed way they took the season, the way they thought they could abuse the tush push this season, knowing it's not gonna be the same now that the man responsible for it is retired. It's just the I don't even want to call it an arrogance. It's just the complacency that they had, it didn't
Saquon was very complacent too,
it
although he
didn't
did play a good game.
scream. Yeah, complacency is the best word to describe it because they did not play like the defending champions all season and they didn't intimidate anybody. Coming into
Well,
the playoffs, they did coming into the playoffs, this playoffs, out of all the teams that were being talked about that everybody was looking around, they did not intimidate anybody. They were just like, oh, where they're at right now, they're defending champs, so you have some level of respect for what they'd be able to do. But you look at their season and you look at the way they've been playing, it didn't scream, oh, this team could really scare people and could really do something in this postseason.
but
So
so
yeah, congrats to the 49ers. Nothing to take away nothing from the 49ers. It's not like y'all were supposed to win this game, but it's like I'm
oh
not
no, everything was against us for this game,
no,
man.
everything was
I gotta tell people, my sister's an Eagle fan. She texted me, "Oh, we're gonna kill y'all." Or what was it? What is it? She was like, we're gonna take y'all down," and I was like, "Okay."
if they still had that same hunger that they had prior to
Oh yeah,
winning,
we were
we
depleted
would
by
have
injury. I did not have a lot of expectation for my Niners though. Only thing I know, Sunday we're gonna play against a team. We are one and one against that team. The game that we won against them was actually really close. It was 17-13 or 17-14. And the game that we lost, they whooped us 13-3. And if we had won that game, they will be the one playing the Eagles. So we're playing the Seahawks next Sunday. They won the division this year.
I got
So
the I'm 50-50 on that game.
I'm not even 50-50, bro. I'm telling you, my team is depleted. I don't have a good team right now.
The
I
power
want
the power
huh?
of friendship does so much for a team.
My defense won us that game because we have players that are hungry on that defense. And Salah is actually a great defensive mind, although he did not succeed in the Jets, but he went back home and is doing wonders for that defense.
It's
But
the
a defense without Nick Bosa, without Fred Warner, without Lenoir, without whoa, we are so injured, it's not even funny. Pershall is out on injury. We do have Juwan Jennings, we do have Robinson, and obviously we have McAfee, who was phenomenal for us against the Eagles. But Ayuk has been on his Ziva shit. He financed us for money and never played. Kittle just got a torn ACL, so we won't see him until next season.
we're not yeah,
It's
you didn't
done.
even have to bring his name up because
We
he's
won that Eagle game even though we threw two interceptions and they did not have any turnovers. So I'm telling you, defense won me that game. And I don't know if I can afford that against Geno Smith and the Seahawks.
I think you might be able to.
They have a great defensive team too.
They do, but it's like to me. I'm expecting a low scoring game where the
I'm
refs get
expecting a very, very low scoring game.
where the refs get involved
But everybody
and
have to be phenomenal for us to win that game.
low
Jake
scoring
Tunges,
game, low scoring game, refs get involved, 49ers win.
for me, I'm off to God ears and knock on wood. Um, we're not gonna take no checks, man. But we'll see how it goes. And I think that's like the biggest obstacle for me right now. Because if we win that one, if we win the divisional, we go to
Can we talk about the failure of Trevor Lawrence? Can we look? I'm not a big Trevor Lawrence fan. I would to me he's very overrated, very very overrated. But can we please? Because
I never had big expectations on.
I believe the team that I have winning the Super Bowl, or the team that I have an expectation of, like, okay, this is the year where, and maybe it's not fair because the team is not as good. I'm banking on the Bills going all the way, man.
Uh, the Bills.
I really like the Bill, like, to because I keep saying, I'm like, Josh Allen, and it's not
You
fair. It's not fair to him because the team is not as good, but he's that good to
they
where,
might actually go all the way. They
yeah,
might.
to where everybody around them is like, I don't want to say mediocre, but it's like everybody's like almost
Because
like this.
if they beat the Broncos, they will get either the Texans or the Patriots.
I want them to get the Patriots because I feel like that's gonna be a great game.
I mean, if I beat Seahawks, I will get the Rams or the Bears. I'm not scared.
You're not scared of the Bears, bro.
I ain't
You
scared
want
of
to
any
play.
man that
You
paint.
want to play the
I ain't scared of
Bears.
any man that paint their nails.
You want to play the Bears in
I'm not scared
Chicago.
of any man that put nail polish on their nails. And that's on my thug behavior, my thug life. That's on my Tupac Shakur.
Okay, okay,
That's on
but
my biggest small, bro. I ain't scared of no men that paint their nails.
and realistically though, I really do
I
believe
want
that
but I do want the Rams though.
I
I
do
think that would be a bigger
the Rams.
story.
I could see the. I like the Rams. I like the Rams,
It would
even
be
though
if it is Rams, Niners, and Bills Patriot, that would be great playoff, man. Great playoff.
that'd be good. I mean, the
And
playoffs
then
so far, to me, the playoffs so far have been good. Like, it's for
oh yeah, very unexpected
very
teams,
unexpected teams.
great wins.
Everybody,
It's been a pretty good season, so
yeah,
I can't
it was
complain.
solid. But
But
yeah.
yo,
And then, do you think Drake May is because people have been saying, "Oh, Drake May for MVP, Drake May this, Drake May that." I don't want him to get that because I feel like it places an unfair expectation for him to meet next season. I don't think that should happen.
is that dude?
He is, but it's like I don't want them to, like, and maybe that's not fair because you gotta give
Is a
credit.
bad man.
You gotta reward and give credit where credit is due. But it's like I don't know
Bro,
because what happened? Because
he's a
they set
bad
you
man.
up, but they set you up and they put you on a pedestal to tear you down, and I just feel like that's not fair to him at this
Ali,
point.
it doesn't matter, man. He's a bad man.
He's good. That
I
he's
just see it's either they give you that or they give you the Brock Purdy treatment. Oh, you're a game manager.
he's not a game manager though.
Brock Purdy threw two interceptions in that Eagles game. But when it was crunch time, he led the team to a drive that won the freaking game. It
He he,
wasn't a
man, he
wash.
managed he managed that game perfectly at the end when he needed it most. What can I say?
He's a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
And keep in mind, I keep saying that on the podcast. He doesn't have any starters playing with him right now. Everybody's injured. I will give props to Juice though. Just played a good game for us. Kyle
Yeah.
Jusic, he played a great game for us. So props to Juice. He
So
stepped on
are
when his
you in the
best friend went
same?
down.
So you're in
Huh?
the same boat. You're in the same boat as me, where you're like, you're happy you're in the postseason. Obviously, you're not hoping for any miracles, but you're more so banking on next season and looking like what like a healthier.
I am
Hopefully,
not banking on next season because I know the team is gonna they're gonna blow up the team.
oh,
It's do or die for us.
even given the circumstances of
It is do
well,
or die for
okay,
us.
an ACL injury to an aging George Kittle's, that's one thing. So,
We have Jake Tunges, that is a gem that we
okay.
found that is playing pretty well for us as a tight end. Remember, Juice was they cut Juice. Juice was cut last in the first season. He was cut. We but fans brought him back. Because we are going crazy, like, oh no, not Juice, not he's on a 1 year contract. So,
He's got to prove. Ew. Ew.
I mean, he did play great for us, but Juice is playing a position that not a lot of team have. Not a lot of team have a full back right now. So people think they can pass on him. I do like the kid. I do like the man because he's a solid player. He plays with heart. He blocks when it's necessary. He catch passes. He does what he's supposed to do. He's a good team player, but you know, cash rule everything in the NFL. So I think that this is do or die for the Niners, even with the injury and all the unexpected, like the um non-expectations. The only thing I know is I don't think they get rid of Kyle Shanahan. I think he's gonna coach next season.
I don't think they get rid of him because even if you are gonna blow up the team just for familiarity, you need to keep something consistent.
Mhm. No, McAfee's gonna be there. Purdy's gonna be there. I think John Jennings is gonna get his money. He's gonna get paid. I think Purcell is still gonna be there, but I think a lot of those players are gonna be gone. We're gonna see a lot of new places. But we'll see, man. We'll see. If we can get past the Seahawks, sky's the limit.
I don't
I'm
know.
not scared.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not scared
saying,
of
man.
anybody else after that.
That's what I'm saying, man.
The only
Close.
person that I fear is the Bills after that. I don't fear nobody else.
Yeah, the man. You fear Josh Allen and friends. You don't fear the Bills.
Phew.
That's because
I fear Josh Allen. I
Josh
fear
Allen has been
their
incredible.
running back. I fear their I'm missing the names right now, but they have a lot of good players that made me some good money over the years. Um, I think overall,
A Bills man.
I fear the mafia, bro.
I see him
And
every time at work,
and
man.
the only thing I can tell you is if I get to the Super Bowl are playing in San Francisco this year. So I got a game at home. If I beat yeah, if I beat the actually beat the Seahawks, am I playing at Seahawks or am I playing
I think you're playing that. I don't think you're playing in San Francisco.
yeah, I think I'm playing at Seattle. So if I beat Seattle, yeah, we're playing at Seattle. So if I beat Seattle next game, I think it's in San Francisco, and then every all the other winning games are in San Francisco. You never know, man. If I get there February 8th, you might see me in San Fran.
This guy. this guy.
I'm crazy like that.
Yeah, yeah, he is. Speaking of
But yeah,
crazy, speaking of crazy, Trae Young. Speaking of crazy, uh, Washington.
listen. At first, I was like everybody else. Like, why would you ask for a trade in to Washington and all the teams? But then I realized Washington. Remember, I told you I witnessed Washington whooping Dallas ass, and when I went to Dallas, Washington is an actually fresh young team. They were missing somebody like him.
If you say so, that's not how I saw it. But if
How
you
do you
say
see it?
so, he is a undersized point guard who is a defensive liability who has not been producing up to his standards this season in a market that had absolutely no desire nor demand for him.
Okay,
They
do
didn't
you
even
think
get a
Washington has desire or demand for him?
they didn't even get a draft pick. It was basically, hey, we just take him. We'll take CJ McCollum. Just take him.
So wait,
That's
wait. You
Trae
think you
Young.
think they just got rid of him like that?
Yes, that's exactly what they did. They gave nothing for him.
He was injured though. He is
He,
injured. He won't play. He won't play until after All-Star break.
and then I'm not even looking at this season. I'm looking like further beyond. You're not dumb. You signed to a team with a bunch of young players and rookies. What do you think that team has got? Cap space. What do you think you're gonna look for? Money. And you're gonna go to a team and you're gonna use the fact you're gonna use what's left of your status as leverage to get a max another max deal. And this ain't about no development, bro. Like this is not a development move.
But
This
I
is
think the team. I think with him on the team right now, they can make a push. If not this season, but next season, if they make the right move.
what push? Because like you also got to think about it too. The Hawks had spent his entire time he was there. The Hawks had found a way to surround him and hide him with defensive pieces and defensive players. Now you're hoping that Washington does the same thing for an older Trae Young who's coming back from an injury. The older he gets, the slower he's gonna become, and he's already a defensive liability. So you're telling me you're gonna commit to that long term, especially when this
You don't think
season has
Washington commits to him?
the Washington knows how to make stupid decisions, but I think it's gonna be a nasty
Because
relationship.
one thing I can tell you, Washington loves those type of guards that can go and scoring guards.
Well, yeah, but
It's been to like to their history. That's what they
and
have.
that goes to my next point. It doesn't translate to the success that he thinks is gonna happen.
Oh no, I'm not expecting a ring, but
Not even a I'm not expecting like playoff success,
I'm expecting playing and then first round playoff
and
at
that's
least.
and that's disappointing. If you're Trae Young and you desired that, to me that spells disappointing. And it also lets me know one thing, that other teams. What other team do you think Trae Young could be the 1A?
What other team?
For him to want to go to the Washington Wizards, right? Where
Mhm.
it's clear he's the best player over there. He's 1A. What other team besides the team he left on the Hawks? And even on the Hawks, it was questionable because ultimately they made that decision to get rid of him. What
Off the
other
top of
team?
my head, I think Portland.
Okay,
Top of my head again, I'm thinking Utah.
okay.
Um,
Which even then is questionable. I don't think he becomes the best player on Utah.
because of George.
One, because of George, and then two, because of one, they got Ace Bailey and they're nurturing that talent, and they still have Laurie Markkinen.
Ace Bailey's hard.
And they still have
He's
Laurie
hard.
Markkinen. So if he goes to that team,
Um,
sure, he as the most like as one of the most accomplished players on that roster, I still think he gets like a share of the offense.
I was actually hoping that Sacramento will make a push for him.
Sacramento's already guard heavy, and I don't think. Well, I'm
But if
surprised.
they would have
They could have. Sacramento could have went and got him. Now that you say that, because they took CJ McCollum for him. That's why I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. They could have traded like two. They could have sent Westbrook and Schroeder, or Westbrook with somebody, or Schroeder with somebody, and then I think it will fit with Levine and Demar.
I think they would have wanted to trade Levine, or I don't think they would have kept. I don't think they would have done a guard to guard trade if he was to go to
They
Sacramento.
probably will have that, bro. They took CJ, man. CJ.
They took CJ because he was the best. they took, they took CJ because he was the only person on that roster where it made sense to where they didn't want to give him draft picks for him. And it's the fact that they didn't give up draft picks for him. It was 1-to-1 trade. I could see them dealing like Levine or or Dennis.
Dennis with somebody will have made sense.
Well, yeah, yeah, Dennis with somebody, and then you do that. But even then, it's like at the end of the day, he chose to go to Washington,
That
a
he
losing
kept saying that was I don't know, man. I think
a losing franchise,
he went to the guy that drafted him.
a losing franchise.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why everybody's calling him crazy because they are like, who? who requests those type of trades? Like, who wants to go to a franchise that's losing? But nobody knows the guy's motive at the end of the day. So we'll see. Okay, well, Oscar left Chelsea at the peak of his career to go play in China for Miami. So,
I don't know. It's just I don't see.
but
To me, I think
you
it's his value in the market's going down. There was really no demand for him at the time of the trade deadline. He was coming to an end of a marriage with him and his franchise, the Hawks, who slowly were moving away from him, like moving away from him in favor.
we already hit the trade deadline.
No, no, I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
I'm saying like they were slowly moving away from him in general, and it was the marriage. You could tell the marriage was breaking. Like it wasn't
So
the same.
there's another marriage that is breaking right now. I want to see where the player is gonna end. I'm talking about the Pelicans and Zion.
Hmm. But I probably at a strip club somewhere or something. I don't know.
So maybe it goes to ACL.
Uh, that'd be the worst. God,
I told you
that'd be.
that before. I
You
told you
did.
that
I
before.
remember that. I remember you saying that. I'm like, that is
I
after.
told you that I don't want
I'm
him to
not
go
gonna
there.
speak. I'm not gonna speak of what happened off the court. But ladies and gentlemen, just know, Freaky Z did it again. He did it again.
This guy is listen, man. We discussed this, and I told you the same thing, bro.
He did
Like
it again, man.
what you like, it's what kills you.
Yeah, but it's and then it's like and he's not the only person. He's not the only person doing dirt off the court. We don't want to single him out.
No, he's not. It's just his
It's
dirt.
just
He's doing dirt, and he's not playing up to
he's
par.
not playing up to par.
The
So
dirt is actually making more noise than he's playing.
it brings questions about what really is your focus. Not to say that you can't have vices because all like you know Dennis Rodman is the
You
first person that
know,
comes to mind. He had his vices. Everybody knows Dennis Rodman had his vices, but you can never question his play when it came time to suit up. And that's with
bro. You
namely
know
namely with the Zions.
how crazy it is when you're well, again, I always take my gambling as an example. You know how crazy it is when you're making a parlay and you see Zion Williamson and you just skip him because you already know that, and you go straight to Derrick Quinn or you go to what's this guy's name, man?
I love Jeremiah Fears, man. Jeremiah Fears
So
is so good.
is another big. I'm missing his name. Shit, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm trying to find that person. But yeah, this it got to that point, bro. That's what I'm saying. I want to see where it goes.
I don't think he okay. His talent might still warrant. I think you know what I think this is. I think this is another DeAndre Ayton situation where DeAndre Ayton,
Oh,
when
Trey Murphy. Sorry.
Trey Murphy, yeah, he's not a big. I was like big, you know.
Yeah, he's a god. He's a god. Yeah.
Trey Murphy's nice though, but I think this is another DeAndre Ayton situation where DeAndre Ayton ended up in Portland, and it was just another disappointment because he just DeAndre Ayton is not that type of player to take basketball as seriously as he says he wants to take it.
I
Um,
I I was hoping that he will be a solid 15-10 on
oh,
the
for the
Lakers.
Lakers, notice how when it happened, I raised the red flag. I was like,
You told me that. You were like, you were
you're
one of those guys that was saying that, um, DeAndre Ayton is not gonna remember how to play basketball just because he went to the Lakers.
yeah.
So I
So
think
it's like
the Lakers are still holding their own, being fifth in the conference, but I
they're not
had, I, I had bigger hopes.
they don't look like a championship contender one, and they don't look like they have structure at all. So
I
I
mean,
can't.
he's averaging 14 and 8.
I guess, but
It's
for me, it's not really like a production thing because I said this too. Like when you guys signed him, it's it's in the effort.
do you think he gets traded?
No,
LeBron is fed up with him.
It is, but like there has to be when we talk about these trades, there has to be a market for these players. And like reputation is one thing. Reputation is a very powerful thing, and what teams are willing to give up for a player, which is why you get a Trae Young only being traded for CJ McCollum and no picks. That ties into your reputation because I mean it I'll give you an even better example. Like when it comes to these smaller guards who are microwave type players, who are score first type players, not getting paid in the offseason. That's a reputation thing across the league, telling you the demand for a certain type of player and the demand for a certain type of position. And for DeAndre Ayton, despite the numbers that he's giving you, it's an effort thing. It's an IQ thing when it comes to remembering plays and like the the real reason why LeBron is mad. Put it down. Like it's the game within the game and the effort that you bring and things like that. That's always been an issue with DeAndre Ayton because he always had the talent. It was his motor, it was his mentality that the Suns had a problem with. It was the lack of that you saw in Portland that ultimately like cemented his reputation as being a big with the talent, but a very mediocre one at that. To now where you have him on the Lakers, where it's like it's cool, but he was not gonna. He's not the. I never saw him as the piece that you guys needed. Like he was not an Anthony
Well,
Davis.
we needed a big.
You needed a big, but you didn't. It's like
I didn't need him, but I needed a big.
you took one step to the left.
True. But how do you see the rest of the season go? Like overall,
For the Lakers?
who do you see? No, no, no. For
For
just
everybody.
the NBA, for everybody.
NBA in
Who do you
general?
see? Who do you see getting traded and where, if you can call it? Or do you think this is it? Do you think Ja Morant is gonna go to your hits?
I don't think so.
You will like
Just
that though.
just because of consistency. Like players have
It
Miami as a destination, and then their owners talk to Pat Riley, and we don't end up
it
getting.
just bought a house in Miami though.
That don't mean shit. We're Miami. We did like they don't tax. They like it's the South. It's sunny. It's beautiful. There's lots of women. Like this is not a basketball decision. This is not.
How do you see the Nuggets go or the Nuggets do? Because
I want the
this
Nuggets.
is something we will need to talk about. Jokic.
Jokic is I'm running out of words to talk about Jokic, man. He's too good for words.
He's injured, right?
He's injured right now,
He's
which
injured and
sucks. Out of
out of
contention for
contention. This is what we
which
wanted to discuss. Like
ultimately is unfortunate, but I still want the rule to be in place. They could modify it a little bit
I don't
to
want them to
a
modify it.
couple games, but even no, like I say like a couple when I say a couple games, I'm talking like maybe three or four games and not have it
Is
be
your
this.
You think Jokic is coming back this season?
He's getting reevaluated. I because it wasn't he didn't tear anything crazy. It's just he's just gonna be out for a while. But I don't. I mean, Denver's in an okay position. He is the engine that keeps them running. So whether they stay that way remains to be seen.
Denver is in the second place right now
Yeah,
for
they're
the
in a
West,
good
so
position, but
they are doing okay.
all it takes is this again the engine like Jokic to be hurt, and then teams guard you differently because he's not there. So there's certain liberties they take because he's not there. The gravity's not the same because he's not there. So you could see some losses result in them dropping in the standings, and ultimately, I'm not gonna say it's gonna force him to come back because they would have to go on a crazy streak, and other teams would have to be in a better position for that to happen. But I
Are we
don't think he's
still
in a rush. It's Jokic. He already has a ring. This
Jokic
is
is
still gonna
fine.
be this is still gonna be remembered as one of the greatest seasons he's ever had. He's still good. Like he's still gonna finish his career as one of the best big men to ever play the game. He's still gonna finish his career as the greatest international player to play the game. He's still gonna. This is like just whatever. It doesn't
How,
really do much for him.
how do you feel about the Rockets?
I'm disappointed. Disappointed because it's like the trajectory that they were on last season, the way they surprised a lot of people last season, the way they were playing last season. For Katie to come on the team and for them to be in the position that they're in is disappointing because you were expecting certain people to take a leap. I mean, specifically Thompson, we're still going to give him some time, but if he doesn't develop a jump shot, it will start to become a liability. I don't care how athletic you are, that will only do so much for you in the league because at some point athleticism fades and at some point teams learn how to defend athleticism. It's why even a guy like Giannis, although he can still run to the paint and dunk on your whole team, he still took time to develop a jumper because over time teams learn these teams are too good defensively to just not know how to guard somebody who could just dunk. It's ultimately why I think John Morant is also going to plateau because his jumper is inconsistent still at this point in his career, and that is hurting his value as a player on top of the off the court stuff
Of
that
the
he's.
course, shenanigans. Yep.
So it like you can be athletic. That's why I really like VJ constantly taking shots, 3-pointers and stuff like that went for Philly because it's you have to if you respect the jumper, then it makes him being able to use his athletic ability easier. So I don't know. I
Breaking
Rockets.
news:
Mm.
John Harbaugh to the Giants.
I mean, okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, okay, okay.
But anyways, let's go back to
I,
VJ man.
yeah, I like the fact that
VJ is an exciting young player, bro.
yeah, and
I wanna see.
he's using his youth and his athleticism fully, like blocking shots, just rebounding, put back dunks. Like he's using, and that's not to say Thompson isn't, but at this point, we need to see something just to benefit your team. And I'll give you this: this version of the team needed Fred VanVleet. This version of the Houston Rockets, this is the same thing where Chicago lost Lonzo and the team broke apart. This is exactly what's happening to Houston, where you build the team a certain way and you have the missing piece, and the missing piece is hurt. The missing piece is unavailable. And when you watch Houston, you can almost see where it's like, where you're watching a player, like if only they had a ball handler who could do X, Y, and Z and set Thompson up better to score better or make things easier for Sengun or defend better or just and you're like, do they have that player? No. Why?
No, they
Fred
don't.
is hurt.
Do you think they should have made a push for Trae Young as a ball handler?
I mean, they would
They have
sacrifice.
enough defenders on the team
They have
to.
enough defenders on the team to hide him. They'd sacrifice a little bit of size for sure, but the playmaking, like I still like Trae Young as a play. The playmaking would
It will have help them a bit.
because I'm also factoring Alfred Sengun, who is like they call him a baby Jokic for a reason. He's a great playmaker in the post and different from Jokic is he dribbles the ball a lot too. He's not afraid to handle the ball and create for himself. So I don't know. But that's if Trae Young wanted to be a Houston Rocket. Trae Young chose to lose at the end of the day. Trae Young
Yeah,
chose
yeah,
to.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Sure.
if Trae Young goes down there, I still don't think Trae Young is 1A because I still think they would favor
Oh
play
no, before him there would have been KD, there would have been
KD. And
Sengun.
KD's 37, and KD would still have been above him. Then there's Sengun, who was I'd argue above KD, or should be above KD, which is why I feel like they're losing because they're falling into the trap of over relying on KD, which is because of KD's talent as a player, where you just feel like we could just give him the ball and he could get us one. But that can't be your offense. It's like he may say at that press conference where he put KD on the bench and stuff like that, almost to teach the team a lesson. Like KD's 37. we shouldn't be in a position to where we constantly rely on him, even though as a hooper, as a player, he might want that. That's not the team. So I don't know. Houston definitely disappointing for sure.
Now,
Don't
the,
say it. No, do
what
it.
do you think I was gonna say?
I don't want to talk about them.
Oh,
I don't.
hmm, I think you know who I'm gonna talk about. But
Um,
I no, we're not gonna talk about Giants. No,
I want to
we're
talk
gonna
about.
talk about, is it time for the Clippers to move on from Kawhi? Not at the trade deadline, but at the offseason.
At the end of the season, what did you get that's better than him?
Fuck up the team and rebuild.
With what?
Yo, the formula is not working.
What formula?
What they thought was gonna work, because now it's not even the LA Clippers, it's the LA Harden.
Well, yeah, because they got nobody.
Yeah, so
One of the oldest teams in the league that has never
try
been.
try to get as much as you can for both of them guys, and then rebuild.
Who's gonna trade for Harden at this point? I mean, it's still Harden and he's still producing, but he's an older player.
37.
Yeah, he's an older player. He's at a point where he could hoop, but he can't really take you to the promised land by himself. He's gonna
Yeah,
have
but I think
he's
at
gonna
this
have
point,
some.
like, there's a bunch of like teams, other teams that will want to have him on their roster. Just trade, man. There's no, like, yo, this thing is,
I think this is a team where you just die with the contract. You know what I'm saying?
honestly, Machi, I don't care for them, but
Hey, you
I,
have to because if they suck, OKC gets another.
well, I guess they can get
I don't-
whatever they want at this point.
But they mistreated Chris Paul, so OKC could get that draft pick out. Yeah, it is what it is. And then they got that whole Chris Paul thing going on. I don't know. The Clippers, eh, I don't know. It's
Because
like the Clippers of like 2007. It's just like, it's the Clippers. That's I feel like we're starting to feel that way again. It's like, it's the Clippers. That's where they're at right now. I'll tell
but
you who
I know Tyler's getting fired at the end of this.
I could see that happening. I could see that happening just because it was a whole situation just didn't end up working. You know who else I could see getting fired? Doc Rivers. I could see Doc Rivers getting packed up.
Oh no, it's over. It's overdue.
I could look.
That's another thing that one surprised me. That's
Yeah,
like a John Harbaugh situation where you
fool.
know it's happening. If
When
it
it's
doesn't happen, you're like, oh well. Or if it happens, you're like, oh, okay, it did. So yeah, I can see that happening also.
getting moved. Teams. Another team. I'm not disappointed in this team. I'm not disappointed in this team at all. It is what it is with this team, man. The what you call it, the Portland Trailblazers. They're not disappointing, but it's just I
The
don't know.
Trailblazers are in the plan right now.
Yeah, they're but I'm not like, oh my god, they're making a push. They've turned their season around after every.
Um,
I can't fully say that yet. Denny being the focal point of the offense, I'm happy for him. He definitely, like, if you knew about Denny from his time in Washington before Jordan Poole got there, and then after Jordan Poole got there, you knew they were wasting the type of player he could be, because he is nice. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I don't. I already said the Pelicans were also disappointing for me because I had better expectations for them. There's a lot of players on that team that I really really like. It's just, some people just are losing to vices, and the team just, for some reason, expectations aren't being met, and they have the talent to be capable. It's just not working for them right now. It's not clicking.
Well, I know you are happy with the Pistons.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very happy with the Pistons, right? I'm so happy because I just called it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I looked at the roster in the summertime. I was like, I don't know. They could really do it. I believe in Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is still the truth, by the way. If you're not a Cade Cunningham fan, I question your basketball. Like, if you could hate on Cade Cunningham as a player, I question your basketball knowledge, because Cade Cunningham is so nice to me, man. He's so nice. If I was to, and this is a crazy take. This is a crazy take. because I'm fanning out right now. If I was to compare Cade Cunningham like to who Cade Cunningham is what Ben Simmons.
Should have
Cade
been.
Cunningham is what Ben Simmons could have been. Like when we talk about
Should.
should have been, or when we talk about LeBron move out of the way, LeBron step aside. No, we got Cade Cunningham, big guard, bring the ball up, see the floor, defend, athletic, can shoot.
But honestly, I like the way the season is going right now because we are kind of getting midway, and nobody can say for sure this is the winner, this is the loser. So I like the way things are happening over
Western
there.
Conference Finals got me excited. I know who I'm seeing. I'm
What are you
seeing
saying?
San Antonio versus Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals. I know. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I don't know if it's gonna be exciting to get there.
I gotta tell you,
I
G,
just know I'm gonna get
I I have my fingers crossed that my Lakers get better
there. Wake up.
because this is
Wake
this is the last year for LeBron, man. We need that fifth ring.
wake up. LeBron's not getting that fifth ring. LeBron is watching golf. He's not even watching film no more. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. It's not the no. We're not gonna do this.
Well, listen. All my teams right now are plagued with injuries.
Mhm,
All of them.
mhm,
NFL,
mhm,
soccer,
mhm,
basketball.
mhm.
So the injury gods are against us. But then again, remember I told you, God is a Real Madrid fan. Look what he did. He fired Xavi Alonso. God is a Laker fan too. And God is a Niners fan too. So God and I have been suffering long enough. He about to make some shit happen. That's all I
Okay,
know.
okay, okay. He believes. All right, yo.
Oh, we believe, man. We believe. That's
Okay,
all I know. That's all I know. All right.
great. All right, man.
And you
Well,
can take that to the bank.
all right, man. Big God help Zion fight off temptation. Help John Morant stay away from the gun range. All that stuff. Help the Lakers be the Lakers again. you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
all that stuff.
God don't worry about Zion and John Morant. He's not in the yellow and purple uniform. God has other things to worry about. He has to make
All
sure
right.
that we don't go to World
Well,
War
we
Three.
appreciate y'all for sticking with us. You know what I'm saying? Long overdue episode. I'd like to apologize for that. We
Yeah, me
appreciate
too, me
y'all.
too. But you know what I'm thinking?
Hmm.
I'm thinking we air on Fridays.
Hmm.
That will give us more flexibility to record.
Well, that's we'll figure it out as we go. I'm not gonna
But
stick it.
I'm gonna air that one this Friday.
All right, we'll
And
see.
then
Leave it to the people. Then let
I
them.
think the people are okay because Friday is the beginning of the weekend.
Yeah,
So like that, if we air on a Friday, we have Saturday, Sunday, and
yeah.
week to report.
Go through the week.
Because if we air on Monday, like the rest of the week usually is harder for us to record. We can do the same thing we did tonight, record on a midweek and then get things done. So that's how it goes, man.
Oh, well, we will figure it out and keep on stacking days, people. We
Most
appreciate you
definitely,
for
most
rocking.
definitely.
Like,
Uh,
comment, share, subscribe, comment on our crazy takes, call us dumb, call us smart, agree, disagree, whatever.
call us insane.
Call us insane. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I know for a fact this Barcelona fan are like, no, bro, God is not a Real Madrid fan.
Hey, hey. At the end of the day,
But
who won? You know what I'm saying? Get a dub.
oh no, just because God is a Real Madrid fan don't mean that he's gonna interfere in the game. He's watching the game and cursing out players like me. So yeah, he's not gonna interfere. He only interfered when it was time to get rid of Zabi Alonso because I asked
He
him
was
to.
he was fed up. Okay, yeah,
Oh yeah, he was like, okay, Zabi, you out of here.
yeah.
But now we're gonna see what Abeloa does, man.
Whatever.
So guys, thank you again for working with us, and thank you for your patience for waiting for us to get back to the grind. We'll definitely catch you on the next one. This
Yeah.
guy's about to catch some sleep. I'm about to get some a workout in. So we'll see you on the next one, you know.
Keep stacking days.
Let's keep stacking days, guys. All right. Peace.